a strategic guide to fostering self-sustaining communities and effective leadership. As the world navigates a period of significant transition, your vision to create self-sustaining sovereign communities is both ambitious and deeply resonant with a growing desire for local empowerment and resilience. This guide offers a multifaceted approach to help you become an effective leader and bring your vision to life, integrating your plans for community service, sustainable living, and online engagement. The philosophy: building a new way forward. Your philosophy of enabling self-sovereignty without direct opposition to existing structures is a powerful and strategic approach. It focuses on constructive action over conflict, making the current systems obsolete not by fighting them, but by building a more viable and fulfilling alternative from the ground up. This method of quietly building from within your neighborhood fosters empowerment and reduces friction, allowing your model to grow organically. Phase 1. Cultivating leadership and community trust. Your journey begins with personal action and building trust at the most local level. This phase is about demonstrating your commitment through service and reliability. Key leadership skills to develop: empathy and active listening. Before leading, you must understand the needs and concerns of your community. Hold informal conversations, listen more than you speak, and show genuine interest in your neighbors' lives. Vision and communication. Possess a clear vision for what you want to achieve and be able to articulate it in a way that inspires others. This vision should be a shared one that evolves with community input. Integrity and accountability. Be a model of the change you wish to see. Follow through on your commitments, be transparent in your actions, and hold yourself accountable to the community you serve. Empowerment. Your goal as a leader is not to do everything yourself, but to empower others to act, delegate tasks, and give people the autonomy to contribute in their own unique ways. Your initial action plan in Harrisonville. Mowing yards. Offering to mow yards for free or a minimal fee is an excellent way to build goodwill and initiate conversations. It's a tangible service that immediately demonstrates your commitment to the community's well-being over personal profit. Starting your garden. Your first garden is a powerful symbol and a practical first step. Plan to grow more than you need and be vocal about your intention to share the surplus. This will naturally lead to conversations about food security and sustainable practices. Phase 2. From individual action to community collaboration. Once you've laid the groundwork of trust, the next step is to organize more formal community projects. Launching your first community initiatives. 1. Form a core group. You can't do this alone. Identify a few neighbors who are enthusiastic about your ideas and form a small, informal committee to help plan and organize. 2. Start a community garden. Find land. Look for vacant lots or spaces at churches or community centers. The MU Extension provides resources for starting community gardens in Missouri that could be very helpful. Engage the community. Hold a meeting for anyone interested. Create flyers and post in local online groups to generate excitement. Establish a simple structure. Decide on rules for the garden, how plots will be allocated, and how shared tasks will be managed. 3. Establish a barter and skill-sharing network. Legal considerations. Bartering is legal, but it's important to understand the tax implications. The IRS considers bartered goods and services as income, which must be reported at its fair market value. For larger exchanges, it's wise to have a written agreement. Start small. Begin with a simple online group or a physical bulletin board where people can post things they need and what they can offer in return. This can include everything from garden produce and childcare to web design and home repairs. 4. Teach and empower. Workshops. Host free workshops on topics you're knowledgeable about, such as gardening, food preservation, or basic repairs. This positions you as a valuable resource and multiplies your impact by empowering others. The closed-loop generator, the creation of a magnetic induction generator, is a more advanced project. Document the process thoroughly and consider starting with smaller, more accessible DIY energy projects to build confidence and skills within your community. Phase 3. Expanding your reach and building a framework. Your online presence and strategic collaborations will be crucial for spreading your model and connecting with a wider network of like-minded individuals. Leveraging YouTube and social media. Content strategy. Your YouTube channel should be a mix of practical how-to content, gardening, building projects, philosophical discussions about Singularity Driven Mechanics in sovereign communities, and documentation of your community's progress. Building community online. Use YouTube's Community tab to post updates, ask questions, and engage in discussions with your followers. Collaborate with creators like Julian Brown and Dutch Sense by hosting joint live streams or creating videos on related topics. Hyperlocal focus. Use location-specific hashtags and geotags on your social media posts to connect with people in and around Harrisonville. Promote your local initiatives and share success stories to attract more participants. The vision of sovereign communities. The concept of sovereign communities as self-governing and independent from external economies is a powerful one. However, the legal path to achieving this is complex. Legal structures. For a community that wants to collectively own land and resources, there are various legal structures to consider, such as a nonprofit organization, a land trust, or a cooperative. Each has its own set of rules and implications for ownership and governance. Navigating existing laws. Even with a desire for autonomy, your community will still be subject to federal, state, and local laws. It's crucial to understand zoning regulations, land use laws, and other legal requirements in Missouri. The Foundation for Intentional Community offers courses and resources on the legal aspects of forming communities. Focus on functional sovereignty. Initially, it may be more practical to focus on what some call functional sovereignty. This means creating your own systems for food, energy, and local exchange, thus increasing your community's resilience and independence in practice, even without a formal change in legal status. Navigating challenges and ensuring sustainability. Conflict resolution. As your community grows, disagreements are inevitable. It's important to have a plan for resolving conflicts constructively. This can include establishing clear guidelines for behavior, practicing active listening, and, if needed, using a neutral third-party mediator. Ethical wealth building. Your desire to build wealth within the current system to better position yourself for the transition is a pragmatic one. Consider ethical investing or socially responsible investing, SRI. This involves investing in companies that align with your values of sustainability and social good. Any wealth generated can then be reinvested into your community projects, creating a positive feedback loop. By starting small, demonstrating value, and empowering others, you can build a strong foundation for the self-sustaining communities you envision. Your leadership will be defined not by having all the answers, but by your commitment to finding them together with your community.